What's up guys, my name is Jack, you're watching JBTCG, and in this video we're going to go over every single Pokemon product that I invested in over the month of July. This is a bit of an interesting month. We actually have some cards included in this video. Normally it's just sealed products, but I did pick up some cards, so I figured I'd show them off as well. And we've got a good mix of products, both new products at MSRP and some older ones that are well above MSRP. And there's a couple interesting plays I made this month that I want to show off to you guys. But we've got a ton to cover today, so I won't stall any longer. We'll hop into my first item. All right, we're starting off hot. The first thing I picked up this month was a lot of 20 151 booster bundles. I got these off of a guy on Facebook. In total, it cost me $1,150. And if you break that down by booster bundle, it's $57.50. So in my opinion, that is a great deal. That's less than $10 a pack per pack in the booster bundles. And I explained this in my top 5 investments for the month of July video, but 151 in my opinion is probably the best play right now, just because it's one of the closest sets to going out of rotation. I think Paldea Evolved, Obsidian Flames, Scarlet and Violet Base. I think Paradox Rift and Paldean Fates are still going to be in rotation, but all of these like SV 3.5 and earlier sets are definitely going out of rotation. So that means after that, we're probably not going to get any more 151. So this time next year, 151 is going to be really hard to come by. And things like booster bundles generally carry a premium for price per pack over things like tins, mini tins, and other collection boxes. So that's the reason I focused on buying booster bundles specifically. I think like Crown Zenith booster bundles right now, I think they're almost like $95 or $100 per booster bundle, which comes out to like, I don't know, what, $15 a pack or something? Maybe even a little bit more, $15 or $16 a pack. But if you buy something like the Galarian Birds tins, the price per pack there is like $10. So the booster bundles carry a premium. That's why I was focusing on these. Getting them below $10 a pack was huge. I'm going to continue to pick these up whenever I can get them for a reasonable price going forward. But I don't really see these going down in price. I think right now on the market, they're like $70 or $75 per booster bundle. And I don't think they're going to get any cheaper. I think by this time next year, they're definitely going to be at $100 a booster bundle. And honestly, they could be closer to $120. So this was definitely one of my bigger pickups of the month, and I'm super happy to get a good price on these. My next pickup was from the Pokemon Center. It's my pre-orders for my Black Bolt and White Flare Pokemon Center ETBs. And honestly, getting these in person, I really like them. And I definitely prefer the design on the Pokemon Center version compared to the regular version. I like how it's zoomed in. The Zekrom takes up more space on the ETB. Same with the Reshiram, but the Zekrom, the Black Bolt ETB is definitely my favorite of the two. The blue, the black, the colors just, they really pop. Huge fan of these ETBs, honestly. I was kind of doubting them originally. I was really talking about how I'd rather it would be just like plain black and white, but I think they did a good job on these. And obviously I got these from the Pokemon Center, so it was $126 total, including taxes and whatever. Right now, market on these is around $150 a piece. I really thought they were going to drop more in price after release day, but they kind of held pretty strong. So I'm tempted to buy some more of these. I think, honestly, I'm going to hope for getting a set of 2 for under $300. We'll see how well that works out in the month of August, but that's definitely my goal price. I do have another set of 2 of these, but I haven't gone and picked them up, so I'm just not including them in this video. But overall, I think I'm probably going to pick up some more of these. I think long term, they'll do pretty well. I know a lot of people are talking about, will these get reprinted? Will we see another restock of these on the Pokemon Center down the line? Frankly, I don't think so. I think they kind of unleashed their huge stock of them on the pre-order day where they lasted, I think, 6 hours on the Pokemon Center. And it doesn't say anything on the Pokemon Center about these getting a further restock down the line. So to the best of my knowledge, this is all we're getting. Now, if we do get another restock, that would be great. That mean I could pick up some more and pick up some more in the secondary market as well. But I'm definitely not counting on it. I'm also not counting on it for Destined Rivals Pokemon Center ETBs or Journey Together. For both of those sets, there's nothing on the Pokemon Center saying that we'll get further restocks. Now for Prismatic Evolutions, it does still say on the Pokemon Center that further restocks will come later this year, but nothing on Pokemon Center for these, nothing for Destined Rivals, nothing for Journey Together. Not saying we won't see restocks, but I definitely wouldn't count on it. Either way, enough yapping about these, we'll get into my next item. Next up, we got a mini tin display for 151. And here there are 10 mini tins total, so 20 packs. I actually got this in a trade, so I didn't actually spend any money. For the sake of putting values on the screen, I'll put it at market price because that's pretty much what we traded for. I actually traded 2 Silver Tempest ETBs and an Astral Radiance ETB, and then I got $50 on top for this. So in my opinion, it was a pretty good deal. I think market price for the Silver Tempest ETBs is like 85. Astral Radiance is like 80, 85 as well. The Astral Radiance one also had a rip in it. But I do think those ETBs will perform well down the line. I just have a good amount of them, so I was willing to kind of part with some of them. And also, this I think will do even better long term. The reason I wanted this specifically was because we saw a big reprint or restock of these, so the value of them has tanked in the past month. I think they went from around 250 down to around 190, 200, and I really don't see them staying this low going forward. One, because supply will get eaten through. Everyone loves opening up 151, and also I don't think we're going to get restocks of these tin displays going forward. We might see mini tins pop up in stores like Walmart or Target, but I don't think we're going to see actual sealed displays pop up in stores. So that's why I was kind of looking for it. Also, I really just like these tin displays. The Prismatic Evolutions one looks really nice, and this one I think is awesome. So I'm super happy to pick it up. And the guy I traded with, he was looking to complete his ETB collection for Sword and Shield, so it all worked out. Next up, we got 10 Destined Rivals booster bundles. I got these from various places for MSRP, just kind of over the course of the month. In total, it cost me around $310, I think. Most of these I got for $29.99. There's like 1 or 2 that I was able to get for like $27, so add in taxes, we'll call it $310. And I'm a huge fan of Destined Rivals. And also, not to spoil my top 5 investments for August, but these are definitely going to be in there because right now market price for them is pretty cheap and they're pretty easy to get. And that's because we've been kind of seeing them everywhere. So you can get these on the secondary market for like 40, 45 bucks pretty easily, especially if you go to like Facebook Marketplace, because there's so many of these out there. Now the booster box for Destined Rivals is like $300 at this point, but if you just get 6 booster bundles, you can get the same amount of packs for I think like $240 to $250. That's a much better deal. And also, people love booster bundles. They're great. They look great on the front. Honestly, they look way better than the actual booster box on the front. But we also see these booster bundles perform pretty well long term, and also Destined Rivals is such a strong set. I'm picking up packs, ETBs, booster boxes, anything I can find at a decent price is what I'm really focusing on, because the set list here is insane. I think it's better than a set like Fusion Strike, which, like, you can disagree with that, but my argument is at least this set can hold a candle to a set like Fusion Strike, which has an $800 booster box. Right now, getting a booster bundle for this set between $30 and $45 is an outstanding deal. And I'm going to continue to pick up Destined Rivals stuff. And yes, reprints are going to come for this. We're going to see lots of these packs just out in the wild, out at MSRP. But to me, it just means that it's a great time to build a position in this set while it's abundant, while I can find product pretty easily and in bulk. So in my opinion, this is one of the crown jewels of the Scarlet and Violet era, and I'm going to continue to pick this up all the way until this set is out of print. Alright, next up, I wanted to quickly go over some of the single cards that I picked up this month. Now, all of these aren't necessarily investment, but I do want to talk about the potential I see in some of these single cards. And I just want to show it off to you guys because it's some stuff that I bought this month, and that's what this video is about. So the first thing I picked up was a Mega Charizard. This is one of my favorite, honestly, Charizard cards in general. I think it just looks so dynamic. And this isn't the secret one with the all gold, like, lettering, the Japanese lettering. But this one you can get for fairly cheap. I think you can get it even in like a PSA 9 for like 60, 70 bucks. And to me, that's a great deal. I bought this one. It's not in like the best condition. You can see, like, it's decent, but it's nothing special. But the reason I bought it is because I want to sun bleach it. I actually have another one of these cards, but this one I think I'm going to sun bleach and make it look like the Blue Eyes White Dragon. So we'll see how it turns out. Might be a fail, might not, but it only cost me like 25, 30 bucks. Next up, we got another Charizard card. This is the Charizard Level X. This one, huge fan of. Big fan of the Diamond, Pearl, Platinum era. I love Level X cards. This one is the promo. It came in a tin along with the Garchomp and Rayquaza. And this one is in pretty beat up condition. Like, you can see that whitening on the top. Actually, this whitening on the top that you can see here comes from the tin that it was in. The card is secured in plastic and it kind of like wraps around it, so pulling it out, it's super easy to damage. And you can see there's kind of indents on the bottom here. Kind of tough to see, but getting 10s on these cards is pretty much impossible, but still really cool. This one cost me around 35 bucks. Next up, this is the Palkia Level X. I actually included this in a video about cheap cards that you can buy under $30. Right now, you can get a lightly played copy of this for like 17 to 20 bucks. Pretty good deal. It's a shiny Palkia Level X. I think it's super cool. I think Level X's have a lot of room to grow in the future. I'd call this one light to moderate play. It's decent condition, but nothing special. Next up, we got a set of 3 cards that I bought off Facebook Marketplace. This cost me 80 bucks total. Now, these cards are pretty heavily played. I definitely would not be grading them, but you put this in your binder, it doesn't even look that bad. Like this one has a little crease on the front here, but it looks amazing. The texture on these XY full art cards is great, and I'm a huge fan of this Gardevoir. This Mew as well is from the Radiant collection. This one is heavy played. I'll show you guys the backs on these, and they're pretty damaged, but for binder cards, the only thing that really matters is how good the front looks, and these ones look pretty clean. This one, I just convinced the seller to add this in for the 80 bucks. It's a Groudon EX, nothing really special, just figured I'd pick it up. But you can see the backs on these cards now. They're pretty damaged here. Next up, this is one of the big boys. This is the Rayquaza and Deoxys Legend. I'm a huge fan of Legend cards alongside the Level X's. This is actually a near mint copy. This cost me $125. You can see most of that scratching is just on the top loader, but this card is clean. Look at the corners. There's very little whitening. There's some in this top left here, but it's overall pretty clean. I'm guessing this will grade like a 7 or an 8, being conservative. I don't think it would get a 9 just because it's super hard to grade these cards and the holofoil just covers the entire card, but it is in great condition. I think I will get this graded. And even as a near mint copy, I think a lot of these Legend cards could grow a ton in price because their artwork is so unique and they look so cool. Last but not least, to go with my 151 booster bundles, I picked up a Venusaur EX. This is a near mint copy. I just got this for 55 bucks from my LGS. Not a bad deal at all. I didn't necessarily buy it as a big potential play or investment. It's just a card I like, and at $55, I think it is a great deal. Now we'll move on to my Black Bolt and White Flare products that I got for MSRP. Most of these I got from the Walmart pre-order day, which was a whole fiasco. And no, I didn't order 12 of everything. I got 3 of the ETBs for each. I got 3 Black Bolt, 3 White Flare. That was like $185 for the Black Bolt ones, $185 for the White Flare ETBs. Then I got 1 of all of the ancillary products. So it means 1 Black Bolt binder collection, 1 White Flare binder collection, 1 poster collection. There just isn't space on the desk for it. And then I got the Victini collection and the booster bundles. I got 1 of each of those, but those are still on pre-order. I think Victini will be released on August 1st. Then the booster bundles is like, they're coming like August 22nd or something. So I'm very grateful to have hit and actually gotten lucky and been able to buy all of the Black Bolt and White Flare products that I want, but I know a ton of people missed out on these. Fortunately, I think there will be a lot more opportunities going forward to get Black Bolt and White Flare products for MSRP, or at least for reasonable prices, just because it's a special set. We see tons of restocks of these throughout even 2-3 years into the future, like 151. Now, before we move on, I do want to give you guys some tips on how to hit on these Walmart restocks, because I've hit on pretty much all of them. I've missed out a couple times, but pretty reliably I am succeeding. The main keys for me, at least, is 1, I use PokeNotify, which I'm affiliated with. I'll put my affiliate link in the description. But yes, for every single one of these Walmart Wednesdays, I use them. They drop their links early so I can get prepared and I can actually get on and get in queue. And also, I do it on the web browser. Doing it on the app, there's way too many issues, but I always pull it up on my computer. Usually I use a Chrome browser and I close all of my other tabs or all of my other applications that are running, because the Walmart website will use a ton of memory. And I want to be able to load the website and get in queue as quick as possible without any other issues or anything else running. And also I open up the links on PokeNotify to the products. I open them up a little bit early, like 2 minutes before, and I hit refresh on the product that I want the most. Usually the drops around 8:58 to 9 p.m., so it's not usually right at 9. So I'll hit refresh just every couple of seconds at like 8:57. That way when the products actually drop and the queue is live, I have the best chance of getting an order in. So hopefully that helps. And also, if you want to join PokeNotify, you can use code JBTCG25 at checkout for 25% off your first month. It helps out the channel. And also, PokeNotify has just been great to me. I've hit so many restocks, and I don't think there's a single month that I've saved less than $100 or $200 using their service. So hopefully that helps, and we'll move on to my last item. Whoops, I forgot. This is actually my penultimate item. So I picked up these two from a guy on Facebook Marketplace. He was just looking to get out of the hobby, and he had these two in his collection. I paid a total of $125 for these, and I think that's maybe 15, 20 bucks off market. I think the Greninja one is closer to like $80. This one's like 75. So getting them for 125 total is a great deal. And I think long term, these promos, I mean, this is one of the best promos I think we've ever gotten, regardless of the era. This one as well. The style on these, they're so unique. And I think this Greninja, in my opinion, is better than the Splatoon Greninja, or whatever you want to call it, from Twilight Masquerade. I think it just looks, I mean, like, look at the shine on it. It's killer. So long term, I think these boxes will do pretty well. Shrouded Fable is not the most strong set, so I don't think people will be buying these long term for the packs inside. I think the reason they'd buy it is for a near mint promo that they can hopefully grade in a PSA 10. And we've seen lots of other products that have crazy looking promos do really, really well. Take a look at the Pikachu and Zekrom tin from, I can't remember what exactly when it was from. It was like 2019. Now that tin does have some crazy packs in it, but the tin is like $800, $900. And the main reason for that price is to get that promo and grade it in a 10. So long term, I think these will do super well, and that's why I picked these up. The last item, as promised in my top 5 investments video at the beginning of this month, is an XY Evolutions Blastoise ETB. So now I have 2 pairs, the Blastoise and Charizard, so 4 ETBs total. I think these are going to do extremely well as we get Mega Evolutions being reintroduced. The leaks for this set look great. I'm a big fan of the Venusaur line. I think the Bulbasaur promo that's going to come in the booster box is going to look awesome. The Gardevoir also looks crazy. So I think there's going to be a lot of fun to look forward to in these Mega Evolution sets. I also think the sets that are coming after, I think Phantasmal Flames, that's probably going to have Mega Gengar and Mega Charizard. That's going to be crazy. And then further after that, we're getting a set, I think it's the Japanese set name, called Emerald Storm. And Emerald obviously is referring to Rayquaza. And the Storm part of that may be referring to Kyogre and Groudon, and how when they fight, the weather gets insane. So hopefully we get some primals in the Mega Rayquaza later down the line. But I picked this up because I see so much potential for growth in these XY Evolutions products. I still think they're undervalued. I think we'll probably see these ETBs at $600 to $700 by the end of the year, but only time will tell on this one. This I actually picked up for $390. Pretty good deal, all things considered. It's a clean ETB, the seals are fully intact, there's no rips or anything. So I'm super happy to pick it up, and that closes out my final investment for the month of July. So that's every single Pokemon product that I invested in over the month of July. Let me know down in the comments what you think of my pickups. Also, what do y'all think of the new setup? I got a bigger ETB wall, and I got some of my ETB cases over here, and I think it looks pretty good, but let me know down in the comments what y'all are feeling. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and stay safe out there.